Hi guys, and welcome to this week's ST video, and we're gonna have a look at Thrust, published by Firebird in 1988. Last week we had a look at the Spectrum version, and that made me curious about the ST version, because I didn't get to play the Spectrum version back in the day, but I did play the ST version, and I just have very vague memories about it, mostly about the music, which is awesome. So I thought, why not reacquaint myself with the ST version, and this is of course based on the 8-bit versions that were designed by Jeremy Smith. So this is going to be interesting, so let's just thrust into the game, shall we? That sounded rude, didn't it? But you know what I mean. And the title screen has been made by someone called Tob. Not sure who that is. If anyone knows, let me know. And we get immediately the awesome music by Rob Hubbard. And this music got ripped pretty damn quickly, and I think I heard it in about 5 million different demos on the ST. And seems we can only control the game with keyboard, not joystick, so that's a little bit weird, but I seem to remember playing this with a joystick, but it doesn't seem to be working, so let's just go into mission 1. Hopefully we can get this to work. Oh shit, that was not what I meant to do. And I just restarted because I managed to screw up. So yeah, let's just do that instead. And let's grab the fuel. And I remember being able to control this with a keyboard. I mean joystick, but yeah, maybe I'm just hallucinating it. Because I can't really remember much about this version of the game at all. It's the only version I played, of course, but yeah, I think we can shoot this thing several times, and that will make it go super critical. I think this is some sort of reactor, and if we do that, I think we get bonus points. Yeah. So now we need to grab this thing and get the hell out of here to get the lovely bonus points, unless of course we get blown up anyway. But I get to start at level 2, okay. I thought we were going to have a little bit of a longer countdown to explosion there, but no. The level seems quite similar to the Spectrum version, and we have this rather annoying flip scrolling just as in the Spectrum. And honestly, I remember this being smooth scrolling, but yeah, maybe I'm just misremembering. And it's also quite annoying in this version how you, before you trigger the flip scrolling or the scrolling, you get really close to the edge of the screen, and it's really hard knowing what's going to come up. So, really easy to crash into stuff. And what am I doing? The controls are quite different compared to the Spectrum. I would say they are better. They feel more precise. But it's easier to accelerate here than on the Spectrum version. You accelerate faster, I feel. But hey, let's just go down here. See if we can get out of here. And I also get a feeling that controlling the ship with the plutonium ball attached feels a little bit easier, even though I kind of blew up there. Apparently shooting the reactors or the factories in the Spectrum version did actually stop the turrets from firing a bit for a very brief moment. Not sure if the same thing is true in the ST version. Please don't collide with the dumbass wall. Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah, the game is still quite frustrating just as a specky version, but it's also fun. And I would say the scrolling works better here. I think the playfield is also bigger. Here we go. And pressing S means that we can get the music while we play, so that's awesome. That's not a bad thing. Take that, you evil turret. This stage looks a bit different. And I think this game cost about £10 when it was released. So, not strictly speaking a budget game, or maybe that was a budget price on the ST. Could you get up there and blow up this? No, what am I doing? God. But kind of weird that they didn't bother adding joystick controls, I feel. Maybe make some better use of the ST's graphical abilities, because it feels pretty bare-boned, this. And where am I going? Stop it! As you can see, it's much easier to accelerate here. Come on, let's not touch this stupid walls. Yeah, the music is truly awesome. Ah, good shot, dude. Good shot. And things were going so well. I hadn't lost a single life, and then you just ruin everything. You absolute turret bastard. Would you stop doing that? Just because I call you a bastard doesn't mean I don't love you. Seems like the turrets are a little bit more precise than in the Spectrum version. There's another one down there. Oh, joy. Would you stop being a thing here? Thank you. Plenty of fuel, at least. If I can get it without ballsing up. No, don't. Oh my god. Okay, that worked, that worked. Let's be very, very careful. Oh, yeah, I have no love for you guys. I lied before. And then, of course, we start at the beginning, which is a pain in the ass, but the turrets are gone at least. There we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Let's grab some fuel. Oh my god. Getting the fuel is harder than in the Spectrum, really. Come on, go down. Silly ship. Need to be closer. There we go. Well, off we go to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz, or the Ball of Doom. What's going on here? This is a rather large room. I thought it was going to be even larger. Okay, this is going better now. I think there's one more below me, right? Yeah, there is. Scum. I just carpet bombed this section here. And completely miss, of course, because why not? Really? Oh, no. Yeah. Controls are very different compared to the Spectrum version, and still not as good as Gravitar, the arcade version. It's a bit difficult aligning your ship, I must say. I'm not sure why, it just feels like the resolution is pretty good, but sometimes I just don't end up pointing in the direction I want to. Oh, never mind. Screw that fuel. And I'm not even going to bother with that turret. Please leave. I don't want to get to know you. Oh, no. And then we're back at the beginning. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I would say this is a solid version of Rust. Absolutely. Still as infuriating as the 8-bit versions, but still fun to play. But I think I would rather play Gravitar because, again, the controls are just really, really nice there. They are not bad here, but they are, I would say, far from perfect. Let's just be very, very careful this time. Can I smack into the fuel there? Please get up. Okay. This is not good. No. Don't touch the damn wall, you stupid ball. Kind of forgot that there was a turn there. There we go. That's pretty nice. No, what are you doing? Yeah, it's pretty infuriating. I have no recollection of how far I got back in the day. Probably not very, because I can see myself getting pretty frustrated with this one. And maybe that is why my memory of this game is kind of hazy, because maybe I didn't play it that much. Maybe I enjoyed it, but just found it infuriating. So, before we end, let's check out a review of the game from back in the day, shall we? I could only find one review of the game, and that was in ST Action, and they weren't too excited. They awarded the game a rating of 48%, and they wrote, "The terrain moves from planet surface to tricky caverns and passageways, and the combination of the awkward directional controls, the system of propulsion, and the Clyston pod, which impedes the craft's progress like a ball and chain around an escaped convict's ankle, makes this one of the most infuriating games I have ever played. The question is, what should you expect for $9.95? Certainly more than Thrust has to offer." And I suppose they have a good point. £10 is not really budget, so for that money you could really expect a little bit more, like joystick control, and maybe that they made an effort with the graphics to improve them. But otherwise I would say this is a solid version of Thrust with pretty good controls and the same infuriating gameplay. So I think it's very much up to the person playing whether they absolutely hate it or love it. Very divisive game, this, I can imagine. And with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope to catch you next time. Cheers!